Alrighty, here's and unnecessary chair noises already. Here is the second recording of this, because the first one had a very irritating mic issue in it, where my voice actually started to sound exactly like the character I'm talking about today. It sounded like I was speaking through a fan. But, with that out of the way, allow me to talk about Withered Chica. Again, because I just got done doing so in the first recording that I had to scrap. So this character has bothered me, right? You've got Withered Freddy, you've got Withered Bonnie, you've got Withered Chica. She never looked right to me. And over the past couple months, I've pieced together why. And I'm just going to get right into it because I don't want to take up hours wasting your time. Look at Freddy's jaw. It's directly connected. Look at Bonnie's, if you can get over the low resolution of this horrible picture. It's connected. Withered Chica is not. It's not connected. This bothers me. And I will explain why momentarily. So, I believe every major theorist has already pretty much established that they believe that Chica comes from a different restaurant, right? And her endoskeleton kind of looks off to me. So, I will actually compare right now to... Yeah, so the first recording of this, I did not have this picture of the endoskeleton. I actually have like 4 more pictures that I will be actually looking into, a couple of which are kind of necessary, but I don't know if it was ever intended to be the same endoskeleton in the Withereds versus the toys, because it's kind of, they never really specified, but I almost think that does look the same. Maybe a little bit wider on Chica here. Well, no, because it looks like this is kind of a beam that goes up in front, whereas this is a support down the middle. But basically, that is exactly what I'm here to talk about. I think Chica is not one of the original three. Or one of the originals. Because Freddy and Bonnie were pre-established. Fredbear, Spring Bonnie, we've never actually gotten a name for Spring Bonnie, which kind of sad. Kind of sad, but you know. So here's my thought: is everybody's right. Chica comes from a different restaurant. Like, I don't know if that's been confirmed or debunked by official lore. I can't keep up with it all. But basically, here's me saying that as somebody who doesn't know the lore inside out, I believe Chica came from a different restaurant. And when she moved over, she was first introduced alongside Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. Because if you look right here in Fredbear's jaw, he's got the same thing going on. I think Withered Chica is a spring suit. Especially if you compare Withered Bonnie and Withered Freddy's head shape, Withered Chica has a lot more of a human head shape. It looks like it was designed to be a human suit. Can't really speak for the limbs, because, I mean, they look uncomfortable, but Springtrap also looks uncomfortable, like, being entirely real. But, like, she's just a lot more bulky, I guess, than, like, okay, Withered Bonnie's a bad example, because he's kind of got a belly going on here, but, like, I don't know. I think she's a spring suit. And correct me if I'm wrong, I will probably get absolutely wrecked because the fandom can be a bit unrelenting when people are incorrect about things. So try and keep your debunking of this at least civil, I guess. Up to you. But there's more I want to talk about. So, we've already established that Fredbear's got the same thing going on in his mouth. Ignore that Spring Bonnie back here doesn't, because if you look, you can see his tail right here, so he's actually turned facing that way. So, can't really see the side of his mouth. But, if you look at Nightmare Chica, she's got the same thing. And it took me an embarrassingly long time to realize that the Nightmare animatronics are the same models as the Withereds. But basically, yeah, Nightmare Chica has the same thing going on. Nightmare Bonnie? Nope. He does not. He's got more of like a ball socket going on here. Nightmare Fredbear? Would you look at that? He's got a similar metal bar. And that could just be a style choice because his head is split into two pieces. But who else's head is split into two pieces? Withered Bonnie, or not Withered, sorry, Nightmare Bonnie's got weird fingers. She has different fingers that line up similarly with the likes of Withered, I'm gonna keep doing this, aren't I? And I don't even have editing software to fix my errors. She has similar fingers to Nightmare Fredbear, whereas Bonnie's got these more robotic, coiled fingers. She's got these sharper, more pointy, jagged fingers. Though, I never noticed you can see her endoskeleton there, and it looks kind of similar to Nightmare Bonnie. I guess the legs are pretty similar, too. Well, no, not at all, actually. Though that could just be a result of her having these feet instead. But, like, she's got these square toes, and he's got these more... That's weird that his toes are split like that. That's interesting. I've never noticed that. Interesting. I've never actually noticed that Fredbear has the same feet as Springtrap. I mean, it makes sense. Like, they're the same endoskeleton model. They should have, but that's impressive detail, honestly. But yeah, I didn't really have anywhere I was going with this, other than just I wanted to mention that, like, that's just something I've noticed. Oh, no, I do have another thing I need to mention, because I forgot I didn't mention it in this recording of this. So, when Withered Chica kills you in Ultimate Custom Night, it sounds like she's talking through a fan, a trait that is not shared with Bonnie, not shared with Freddy, if I remember correctly. I don't know about Fredbear. I have not played Ultimate Custom Night in a while. Correction, I haven't played it at all. I can't tell you about the nightmares either. But hear me out. She sounds like she's talking through a fan. When you, I think it's when you fail the Old Man Consequence minigame in Ultimate Custom Night. There's audio in the background. If you speed that audio up, a lot of people in the community have just accepted it as fact that it is William Afton screaming for help, screaming for Henry, screaming for Michael, so on. And it sounds like he's talking through a fan, or more so screaming through a fan, but the audio sounds like it's coming through a fan. Who else sounds like their voice is coming through a fan? Also, it'd make sense since she was the first, because, I mean, those were the earliest suits. Like, if she was the first, theoretically, William would have to stuff her into whatever he could, which really brings up a just unsettling thought of what, like, if Withered Chica is a Springlock suit, she stands up. She is in animatronic mode. Unlike the likes of Golden Freddy, who is not in animatronic mode. Which means William Afton must have stuffed whoever, not naming names because we don't have any confirmation on who's in Golden Freddy, even though the entire community agrees that their name is Cassidy, but could be Andrew from Stitch Wraith. I think I'm getting that name right. I haven't read the books. I'm not a lore enthusiast. That should be very apparent by now. But it means that Susie was stuffed into Withered Chica and the Springlock set off because she is in animatronic mode. And that paints a horrific picture. Do I think it was intentional on William's part? Yeah, probably. He was a sadistic piece of crap. So, like, also it'd kind of be poetic if, you know, he stuffed somebody into a Springlock suit, set off the Springlocks, and then he also got set off in a Springlock suit, and that audio is him screaming for help. Like, huh, That sounds like the consequences of your actions, don't it, Willy boy? Anyways, that's... yeah, I've gotten through every picture I've got here. That's all I really wanted to talk about with my thoughts on the matter is just, what if Withered Chica's a Springlock suit? You can feel free to correct me in the comments. I'd prefer you be, nice about it. But, yeah, that's about it. Like and subscribe if you want to. I don't tell you what to do. Unless you want me to, in which case, that's weird. I'm a random person on the internet. Do you got problems or something? Anyways, I will have a video on William Afton coming out really soon. So, see ya in that one.